Well, good morning, everyone. It is time for West Texas Wild. We have Ray Matlack here from West Texas A&M University, and I think last week we talked about some bats. This time, other winged creatures around our area.
Yeah, it's spring, so we're going to talk nesting birds. We're not going to talk just about one species. We're going to talk about the variety of the kinds of nests that birds make in our area. So we're going to start off with a bird called the brown-headed cowbird, which is what we call a nest parasite, which means the females don't make a nest at all, but just plop an egg in another bird's nest for the females to raise. Then you have something like the killdeer seen here, which just wallows out a little spot in the gravel and deposits really camouflage eggs, to the black-necked stilt here, which makes a raised cup nest on the ground. Lots of birds nest on the ground. These guys are changing incubation duties. This nest is made partly out of mud and out of a lot of dried material. This is an eastern phoebe. It's made right on top of a light at a restroom at Paladero Canyon. So at night it knows what's going on for sure. They'll nest on sides of buildings. And then we go to a very complex nest that's made out of mud and saliva, and that's the nest made by the cliff swallows. And they also nest in great abundances in colonies. And so that's another way of nesting. Here we have golden-fronted woodpeckers that have knocked a cavity in the center of a juniper tree. Eastern screech owl that found its own cavity to use, and we'll use it for nesting. And then finally what we're going to have is a Buick's wren, which this nest cavity was actually used by woodpeckers and excavated by woodpeckers last year. And this year it's being used by a Buick's wren to raise its young. So all this variety is going on right here, right around us in the Panhandle right now.
Oh, that is so neat. I mean, it's hard to believe we have this big of a variety of birds just in our area.
Oh, and this just scratches the surface. This is just to give you an idea of the different types of nests. So over 400 species of birds have been documented in the Panhandle.
All right, I think half of them are in my backyard, but hey, that's great. You know what? Thanks again, Ray, for coming and sharing this with us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right.